These are the stories
My little girl, she's changing lives just by being herself.
of organizations and people making a difference.
When you first tell someone about adaptive wheelchair boxing, it doesn't sound real.
And empowering others
It saved my life. It saved my life.
across Canada
I scored my first goal in my first blind hockey game.
in our community.
So by virtue of being bestowed the privilege of officiating this lovely commitment ceremony wedding, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and now you can kiss the bride.
My name's Susan Berg, Patrick Finney, Mrs. Finney.
You're Mr. and Mrs. Finney.
And there's my rings to prove it.
And here's mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were just so happy, weren't we?
yes, we were.
Yeah.
The Finneys' happiness grew out of their time as part of Calgary SCOPE Society, which has been supporting those with developmental disabilities for over 30 years. It also happens to be the place Patrick and Barbara Sue met.
All of us at SCOPE and all of us in the Journeys program here just want to wish you the very best going forward. You deserve to find the love and keep the love that you guys have started. And we're looking forward to see the journey as it grows. So well done, and congratulations to the happy couple.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out and sharing this time for my lovely wife, Barbara Sue. I really appreciate it, and I love you all with all my heart, and just thank you very much for coming. Thanks again.
We heard the bell. I think there's going to be another smooch. I think that's coming. There they are. My name's Shelley Murdoch, and I'm the director of the Journeys Calgary program here at SCOPE. My role is to oversee the staff, the coordination team, client support within the Journeys program. Never in my time did I figure I would be officiating a wedding, nor that I would ever be asked to officiate a wedding, but being asked by a client was really special. I mean, it says to me that there's a level of trust and a strong relationship that they would want me to be doing that with them in their once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
My name is Ryan Gake, and I'm the CEO of the Calgary SCOPE Society. So we're a nonprofit charitable society, and we provide support to people with developmental disabilities who have accompanying mental health diagnoses as well. And so we work across the lifespan from, families that have little kids with disabilities to all the way to our seniors program, where you've seen, love happen. All those opportunities for people to connect, for people to believe that they have a right to have love. Like lots of our folks, especially folks with disabilities, in the past have never had partners, have never had intimate partners, have never felt like they really had a right to love and a right to having something that special in their lives. So I think it's a lot of work from early on, having people start to believe that they can have somebody that's important in their life, and they can have somebody that they can love, and they're lovable. And so that to me is just the outcome of probably for some of those couple of years of work, lots of people around them supporting that opportunity. And then the end of it is a lovely day that looks like anybody else's wedding. I mean, it's pretty exciting for us to see some folks connect in that level and, fall in love and become partners. I mean, I think it just goes back to really our organization's main work, which is really to help people live good lives, the best life that they can.
What we're doing here today is our second wedding that we've had. This is the second wedding in the Journeys program. We had a couple last year that had been together 10 years. She was a first-time bride in her 80s and got together with her partner of 10 years and had a nice ceremony. And that sort of, I think, sparked something for other couples in the program.
See my way? See my ring?
It sparked people to get together. It sparked people to say to themselves, you know what, I can find love too.
The Finneys are like many other couples finding the right person, a soulmate, a partner, finding love and taking a step together. But these couples all found each other through SCOPE. SCOPE does a lot of things to support people with disabilities, but being a matchmaker or wedding planner wasn't one they saw at the top of the list.
So in Wilma and Eugene's wedding, it was set up as a typical wedding with an aisle. There was a big picture that was done of Wilma and Eugene. It was just a lovely, small ceremony with all of the folks in the program and their families.
Wilma even surprised her groom with a song, thanks to SCOPE and her music therapist.
My only son, you make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
The second wedding, we had Barbara Sue and Patrick were supported by their primary frontline staff in this. So they had created decorations of their own. The chef at the lodge had made cupcakes and a little cake specifically for them to cut. It was decorated with milk cans and things that really supported a country-style wedding.
First, there was Wilma and Eugene, then Patrick and Barbara Sue. Now, Greg and Judy are considering the next step.
Judy and Greg, they're not in a hurry to go forward. They're very thoughtful and quiet about getting to know each other, spending time together. They've been together years. There's no hurry for them, but if that's where it takes them and they want to bring us along, then we look forward to helping them plan that in the future.
Our Community will return after the break. We now return to Our Community. The team at SCOPE wants all of their clients to have the same experiences as anyone else. And for summer in Calgary, that means the Stampede.
It's a bright, hot day in Calgary today. We're not in the most pretty place in the world. It's our parking lot of our office, but we try to pretty it up a bit with a few tents and some chairs and, a barbecue lineup. And we have a diversity committee in our organization. We have lots of folks from all over the world, so we always try to have a variety of foods from all over the world at our events now, just to kind of make everybody feel comfortable and maybe see something that they know from home that they like to eat. So that's kind of a fun thing as well.
My name's Danny Nix, and today I'm just going to play some music. Me and my bass player Kyle Tenov, we're going to play some songs as everyone's getting lunch and just give them some nice background music. So a little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of folk. So I also work here. So I have a deep connection with the staff and the clients and stuff like that, and so I enjoy doing it. Some of our clients are aging and some have dementia, so when they hear music, they hear songs they know, it snaps them back into a, kind of brings them to life almost a little bit, right? And they start singing along with songs, so it's great to see that.
I think it's just a chance for people to see each other. Some of our folks, because there's mobility issues and lots of kinds of things, it's not easy to get around, and so our goal is to have people live the kinds of lives that non-disabled people want for themselves, and so that makes me quite happy, and it's really happy to see these couples start to connect and feel like they just look like everybody else, right? They call that social wellness, where you really have to work on building your networks and friends. And so we have staff that have made a really great commitment to connecting people and making sure that they have friends around them. I think that's really just the outcome. That Journeys program is a great example of they do planning meetings with each other over what they want to accomplish during the year. And they just build all of those opportunities in for people to start meeting and connecting and seeing the positive in each other. It's really important for us to know how you can help people become happier, have lives that are flourishing, and then work with folks to hopefully improve their lives.
The other big important thing is allowing families just to be families. They want to find a place where they know their family member is going to be supported in a way that they would like to see them supported. And I think when we follow people through life and support people through life, it should be as it rolls out. Nothing should be planned, nothing should be expected. All of our lives don't run according to a schedule.
Every year, SCOPE toasts different milestones for all the members through a party called Celebrating You.
We had a special event today, which was a garden party. So Celebrating You started even before I was at SCOPE. So it's about looking at the people that we support and being able to look at all the achievements, how they've grown in the past year. So for each individual, their goals may be different, their dreams may be different, but it's looking at each individual and saying, hey, you know, what's important to you? What have you achieved this year that's been fabulous and we should all celebrate? So it's a chance for families and friends to get together. It is about celebrating the small milestones that folks make, the relationships that people make, achieving the one thing on their bucket list that they wanted to do. But it can be small things, just like maintaining their health. So it just depends on each individual.
This year, all three couples are celebrating their new life milestones together at the event.
SCOPE as a whole has expanded a lot in this past year. The community support team has taken on a bunch of new clients and projects. There's lots going on. It's a very exciting time.
Eugene loves spending time with his wife, and they see each other often. They do a lot. And he's planning on going on the Mexico trip this year in probably November. So congratulations, Greg. All of you.
The most exciting event was when his budding relationship grew into full bloom when he married his sweetheart, Barbara Sue.
So you're feeling good, looking good, and really you're on top of the world. Congratulations on all your successes this year.
My name is Janice, and I'm a sister to Greg Mackay. He's my brother, and he's been in the Journey program for, it'll be 2 years. I think it's in July here. He moved in August 1st, so we're fairly new to the program. I can remember the phone call I received from Shelley inviting him into the program, and I just said, can you please repeat that? I thought, wow, you know, it's just been so incredible for him. My mom and dad would be so happy. So yeah, it's just a beautiful program, and Greg is flourishing, I think, as I said before, and yeah, it just warms my heart to see him so happy.
My name's Bonnie, and I am a niece to Wilma and Judy, and their legal guardian as well. We just can't rave enough about SCOPE. They've gone to more places in life than, you know, normally might have been if they've just been in other care, right? Mm-hmm. So, and they've made true lasting friendships. My Aunt Wilma married her best friend, Eugene, and they are such an amazing item. And if that's where Judy and Greg end up, that's where they end up. But we just want to foster a real connection.
You know, some of the rewarding things that I do see is when I see the clients are being supported to dress up for whatever theme we have, and seeing the staff support that and participate. That gets me excited. It creates a real sense of belonging in the program, which is really lovely. It's a community unto itself, but we're also part of the bigger community as well.
Our community will return after the break. We now return to Our Community. All couples, no matter who they are, need support starting out and beyond. These couples are no different. Due to different needs and care facilities, the couples don't live together, so the time they do spend together is important. Part of what SCOPE does as part of their support is to plan outings, or, in the case of our couples, dates.
We're at Elbow House. It is the home where Barbara Sue, Susan Berg, lives, and she lives with 2 other clients in this house. It's not always on a Friday that Patrick and Barbara Sue get together, because they do plan to go out and do movies on other days as well. And they do choose to get together. It is usually a lot of talking, a lot of hugging and kissing, a lot of I love you. That's kind of what it encompasses. And then they fit in other things, wife and husband kind of things.
How's things at Bridgestone?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I had a good shower today.
that's good.
Yeah.
I wore this because you asked me to.
Yeah? And I put on my best shirt,
Yes.
best t-shirt. I dressed one.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is your room? Oh, you have a bigger bed than me. Oh, that's a good picture. I wish I had that. That was at Lake Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm your favorite though, right? She has to say that. Hey? Yeah. So we're at Palliser House. It's one of the residential homes that Wilma lives in with a roommate. It's their own property that they rent themselves. Friday is a day that Wilma and Eugene like to get together, plan a date, be together, talk together, share a coffee or a meal. Sometimes they go out together and they plan that with their staff. They usually check in the night before to see what they want to do, and then the staff help them plan it and make sure they get together and have time spent together.
Maybe what you're gonna say to your husband? You've been asking me to call him, right? Yeah. What are you gonna say to Eugene? You wanna play bingo together? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. You miss Eugene? Yeah. Eugene, you miss your wife? Hmm? Do you miss Willie? You're laughing. What's inside here? Hmm? Coffee. Yes.
So we're at Braxton House. This is where Greg lives. It's a bungalow as well. Did you see Judy? Or are you just going for the fan? She snuck in. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Look who we found.
Yeah.
Hi, Judy. So you guys are going to play bingo this afternoon, hey?
Oh, yes.
Who's feeling lucky? Greg, are you going to win today or Judy?
Well, I hope I do.
So where do you guys play in the house? Do you play back in that area over there?
The living room
In the
where
living room.
I reside, and thought it's time for me to go to bed and have a good night's sleep.
Excellent. The bingo. It was one of the key things people look forward to during the pandemic, which is when bingo started, to be able to connect with each other and see each other. They don't keep score, but I think that there's a sense of pride when they win. And I think there's some rivalry there between roommates at houses, between boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff. Sometimes the boyfriends and girlfriends are husbands and wives, like they'll buy gifts for each other out of the prize gift cards that they win. So, you know, everyone's really competitive.
Will wedding bells ring for Greg and Judy anytime soon? We aren't sure, but Scope is behind whatever decision they make.
They're just going to take their time, and when and if they feel it's right, then we'll absolutely be there to support them to go forward.
And no matter what the future brings for all its clients, Scope will continue to let all of their members live life their way and flourish through field trips around the world or closer to home, like a train trip through southern Alberta's Aspen Crossing.
We've arrived at the Aspen Crossing station, and where there's a gift store and a loading area and lovely train that we got on that's wood paneled inside with lots of benches for folks to sit down. And we took a 15-minute ride to a farm where there was a petting zoo with lots of animals.
And my name is Kent, and I'm your guide today, and I'm the conductor. We first arrived, you're gonna see our longhorns and our calves. Our calves we bottle fed right from days old last year, and they're looking so healthy this year. This is great. Our goats are there, they love people.
Oh, cute.
Animal feed bags as soon as you get off the train so you can interact with them. We also have the sheep, the pigs, the donkeys. Don't forget about the donkeys. They're like, hey, we're the most important. So and they're very, very gentle. And oh my gosh, the muzzle on those donkeys is so velvety soft. Make sure you touch them.
Keep your hands flat, Judy. Nice and flat. He's looking for the good snacks.
And then we have chicks and turkeys and of all ages. And yeah, it's a great time.
There's still lots of stigma against people with disabilities. There's still lots of misbelief that they don't need the same kinds of things as everyone else, intimacy and love and friendship and purpose. And so, but I think that is changing. And so I think the goal would be really for services like ours to move to a place where we're just supporting people to do the things that they want to do that look like everybody else's things that they're doing. And so, you know, I think we're getting there, and these, you know, things like these weddings and all the other things that, you know, programs like Shelley's do really start to move us in that direction.
This is my first time being married all my life. I love you too. Same to me.
Director, Brent Kawchuk. Producers, McKenna Heidecker, Brent Kawchuk. Writers, Alex Stevens, Brent Kawchuk. Editor, Carolyn Liang. Audio, Mark Ennis. Cameras, Mike Sorrell, Danny Kugel. Location sound, Ron Osyawi, Gary Bruckner, Per Asplin. Business Affairs, Reagan Cooper. Narrator, Mark Phoenix. Integrated Described Video Consultant, Ron Rickford. Supervising Producer, Jennifer Johnson. Content Development Specialist, Jim Crisco. Director Programming, Lizanne Gagne. Director, Content Development and Production, Kara Nye. Vice President, Content Development and Operations, John Melville. President and CEO, David Arrington. Copyright 2024, Accessible Media, Inc.
An AMI original production.